Damn, that's a beautiful Silverado. What do you think of that, Devin?
Yeah, it's pretty sharp.
I don't know. Wonder who owns it.
I don't know.
Jesus. Eagle Scout, Eagle Scouts. Yeah. Actually, that's, I got something to tell you, man. I bought that truck.
You what?
I bought it. Yep.
You what?
So here we are at our annual trip up to Pokagon, the state park. We always come up every year to the lodge, and that's the log cabin we stayed in this year. And up here's the main, what do you call the Potawatomi, the inn? Yeah, right, the lodge itself, right. The lodge official. So we're walking up this trail. Oh man, it's been some serious time since we've filmed anything for, you know, the YouTube audience here.
Yep.
Or archived. That's what I'd prefer to call it. You know, we just archive our life activities. We're both pretty busy people. I've become a man of industry. You know, I've opened a business with electronic cigarettes and vapor. I used to manage one, and now I own one, and it's been doing pretty good. And I'm engaged now. I'm getting married.
Yeah.
If she acts right, you know. And then, man, it's just last year we didn't really take any video, and the year before that I didn't really get much of anything either. I really just used this as a time to relax and enjoy the scene. And normally there's a lot more snow. You can see there's a little bit of, so there's some remnants there, some snowmen melted. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, pretty sad. Frosty died. You want to walk down here to the lake? Now there's some photos, remember back in the day, of us walking on top of that lake.
Yeah.
It was ice.
Yeah. Don't do that now.
Shit. I don't think you could if you wanted to. So, looks like it's pretty, there's some waves in there. The wake, they call it the wake. So there's the pool in that area of the lodge, and then that's the big glass hallway where you can come out and watch birds and all that. There was a deer one year.
Yeah. We
were walking down here, and there was a deer right up by the window by the bird feeders. And it's not too cold. It's a little chilled. You definitely need a jacket, but it's probably mid or low 40s. But that's actually really nice from what it's been. It has been pretty frigid the last few weeks, pretty nasty.
Yep.
Cold to where it hurt, because it was real, there's a lot of moisture in the air, and when it gets cold and it's a wet cold, it really sucks. It's raining right now, it's kind of spitting in our faces. When we're coming down to the, oh, I bet there's a ton of wind. I bet there's a shit ton of wind in this video. Coming down to the shore here, and you can see back there is where we were with the lodge. And I ran one year, it snowed real well, and went on a little run. It was a good time. I didn't get out to run in this year, but I wanted to just take a little video walking down to the lake, kind of showing it just to remember it so I can watch it. Devin can check it out years from now and remember this was the 2017 excursion here at the around the town, or around the lodge tour. And we haven't done it around the town in years. I'll tell you who might watch this is Sean C. Phillips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our old buddy. There we go. Whew, it's getting a little cold out here, man.
Yeah.
Wipe the lens off here. Okay. So, you know who's left YouTube again? Tom Wyckoff.
Oh.
Tom Wyckoff. Tom, we really just wish you'd come back, buddy. You're on Facebook all the time now. We watch you on there. But Devin and I have been, what's going on with you, dude? Tell them about you. We've talked about me, you know. What's really going on for you? looking at a new purchase of a MacBook,
Yeah.
hanging and banging
Yep.
most of the time.
That's right.
Pretty
chill.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're gonna have to eventually calm down in your life because you get a little wild, buddy. That's why you and I can't hang out all the time anymore, because you're always going to do these wild things. We won't even discuss it. It's that kind of thing. It's not appropriate for the public audience, of the realm of society. Some pretty effed up shit. So outside of that, talk a little bit about the State Lodge. If you know, the shape of Indiana is kind of like this, with a boot at the end that comes up. And if we are here in Muncie, normally it's middle of the state. Angola's way up north. And if I really had the time, I'd actually put an overlay of the state of Indiana on the video, but I don't have time to edit that kind of shit. This is gonna be a one shoot, one post. Just upload that. But anyways, this is way up in the northern part of the state, real close to the Michigan state line. And how do you say, real close to Lake Michigan. But there's a bunch of lakes up here, and this is Lake James. Some pretty awful things happened here back in the day, Devin.
Like what?
Well, there was a lot of raping and pillaging, and there were some Indian tribes that settled these lands, and some pretty terrible shit happened to them. Where are you going? Oh, I was gonna go through. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about, you know, all that terrible shit that happened. Okay. Whew. Let's just walk through the lobby. We had breakfast in here this morning. It's a pretty good time. Devin and I had a free breakfast, actually. They took too long, so they just comped it. Comped the whole thing. And then up there's a bunch of rooms, because it's like a hotel, but we call it the lodge, you know. Here's the main lobby and the fireplace over there. Trees. Fireplace on the far wall. Let's just walk out. Okay. So anyways, buddy, that's the main entrance where you pull your car around and go on in. As I was saying, you know, some terrible shit. Awful things, just awful. And anyways, the family that bought the land after all this terrible shit happened, cowboys came in, raped and pillaged, Indians, all of them dead. Their spirits remain. And I think it's right about where we were staying in those cabins back there. That's where some of the worst of it happened. Because you see, they tried to get away in their little canoes. And they made it up through the woods where the cabins are. There weren't any cabins then, there were teepees and shit. And from there, you know, they tried to take refuge and hide. But these cowboys, they weren't taking it. They were military men. And they figured they'd just take all their skins and their hides, and it was a great war. It was awful. And anyways, you know, some nights you come out here into the woods and you will see their ghosts.
Huh.
Yeah. So if that is especially terrifying to you, well, anyways, all of the horror stories aside, Devin, you know, really, in actuality, if that's especially terrifying to you, I'd say just don't come out after night. These lights will be on, but, you know, a light's not going to save you. Evil spirits will turn those right out. But it's It's been a nice Merry Christmas time. Halloween's over, so we don't even need to talk about all that.
Right.
Axe killers and such. It's like a summer camp. Have you stayed here in the summer?
Yeah.
How was it?
Well, it was more like fall.
And how was it?
Oh, it was good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, dude, this is pretty much the end of it. We did our little loop around, and it was a nice time. I'm not staying tonight. I got to get back to work, but you've got another night.
Yep.
So, dude, I don't know what to say, buddy. Everybody's just kind of asked about you and where you've been and where I've been, and we just wanted to post a video, say hey to all of our old friends, for old time's sake. A lot of old things.
Yep.
Between the old lodge and the old grounds of, you know, terrible war history and old traditions between buddies. Yeah, I'm a little wet. God damn it.